Hi, my name is Mr. Karim. I'm the Director of Behaviour here at Q3 Academy Langley. What I want to do is make sure that you're fully aware and your child's fully aware of when they enter in the academy of what is expected. So I'm going to be talking about several things, not just about the behaviour in the classroom, but also behaviour in the corridors, behaviour to and from the academy, behaviour at playgrounds, and also a little bit about class charts, something that I think is very important that you're aware of. Firstly, I would like to talk about the behaviour in the classroom. It's very simple and very easy for the children to understand exactly what our expectations are in the classroom. Here we have 4 stages and they're as simple as that. Stage 1 is just a warning given by the learning consultant because your child is not following a reasonable request. This could be something as simple as not raising their hand and shouting out the answer, or moving their seats, or being disruptive in a lesson. This is just a clear warning given to the child just for them to rectify their behaviour. At stage 2, this is where a child has still not followed a reasonable request and they will be then given a second warning. At this point, a member of the pastoral team will come into the classroom and remove your child from the classroom. This will be for 2 reasons. Reason 1, this will allow your child to express their concerns of why they are not following simple instructions in the classroom. Number 2, it will allow the classroom teacher to continue the learning in the classroom without being disrupted by poor behaviour. Once your child enters back into the classroom, if the behaviour still continues to be unacceptable, they will be issued a stage 3. At this point, they will be asked again to leave the classroom for 2 minutes, where the learning consultant will address the student's behaviour and they will be issued a 30-minute detention. A phone call will be made to yourselves to make you aware of the behaviour that was conducted in the classroom, and the student will be informed that this is their final warning before a stage 4 occurs. Once again, if the child's behaviour continues to not be acceptable, at this point they will receive a stage 4. A stage 4 is where they leave the classroom and they go straight to our right path, which essentially is our isolation room. They will spend the remaining of the lesson in right path, or depending on what they've done, it could be longer. At this point, they will be issued a 1-hour detention where you will be informed and they will have to do a reflection line. Corridor behaviour. Here at Q3 Academy Langley, we have silent corridors. Children are expected to walk around in single file and in silence unless they're using their steps. So they're saying good morning sir, or good morning miss, or they're saying thank you to a student for holding open the door. The reason we do this is very simple. It's to maximise their learning, so no time is wasted in transitions from classrooms to classrooms. Also, in schools up and down the country, their biggest issue and their biggest cause of concern is in corridors and in unstructured areas, where 80% of issues happen in these areas. For us, making it silent and us making it in single file reduces the amount of issues that happen on a daily basis around the academy, which is essentially safeguarding the children, which is essentially the most important part of our day. Playtime. Children will be allocated a certain playground for the year group where they will play amongst their friends. At this point, they will be free to play as they wish with their friends. However, on the playground, there will be zones dotted all around the playground, and each one of them zones will be manned by a member of staff, sometimes on one playground up to 20 members of staff. Again, ensuring the safety of the children on the playground. Staff will be wearing high visors, so they're highly visible, so if there was an issue, they have got someone to go to straight away and they can have that conversation with that member of staff. When coming to and from the academy. One of the biggest issues that I found in secondary schools up and down the country is when children are coming to and from the academy. And this is something that we felt was really important, that we could make sure that our children were not only safe, but also they were representing our academy in the best possible way when they were coming to the academy and leaving late at night. I would like to stress, when your child's coming to and from the academy, if they're wearing the Q3 Academy Langley uniform, they are representing our academy. So we will put consequences in place if we feel they are not following our academy ethos to seek for that which is good, right and true. Whether that be in the corner shop, whether that be on the bus, or whether that be on the local park. We expect them to conduct themselves the way they would in the academy, the same way when they're wearing our uniform and representing our academy to and from the academy. Class charts is a system that we use here that logs absolutely everything that your child does in the academy. whether that be positive or negative. So if your child, for example, was to forget their pen or pencil in the morning, this would be logged on class charts. If your child was to get a stage in lesson, again, this would be logged on class charts. But on the flip side, with all the fantastic work your child does each and every day here in the Academy, that would also be logged on class charts in real time as well. So if your child's in lesson and your child does some outstanding work, that will be instantly put on your child's class chart. If your child was to offer an appreciation at family lunch, they might be rewarded with a Q point, and this will again would be instantly put on in real time there and then. Over the next weeks, years, months, and they've accumulated all of their Q points, they will also have the opportunity to buy certain items from our catalogue in order to reward them for their fantastic work. Now, like I've just previously stated, everything that your child does will be put onto class charts. However, you can also see this in real time. If you download the Class Charts app, which is something that we expect every parent to do, you can keep tabs on everything that your child does each and every day. So when your child comes home and you ask your child how your day's been, what your child might say to you is, "My day's been okay." What they might not tell you is the true extent of what their day's actually been like. For example, if they were a couple of minutes late to the Academy, or for example, if they got a stage in a certain lesson that day. And on the flip side, they might not tell you about all the fantastic work and all the Q points that they've achieved throughout the day. What I'd expect from you is that dialogue between yourself and your child each and every day to talk about how their day is going. And I'd expect you to reward or put consequences for how their performance has been each and every day at the Academy. This has to be a two-way relationship, and I can't stress enough the importance of you engaging in your child's schoolwork and their behaviour each and every day in the Academy. You will receive a letter in the post, or you might be asked to come into the Academy where we will issue you a letter which will clearly have the instructions on how to download this app. Please download the app as soon as you get this letter, and please engage with your child as soon as they start the Academy. I look forward to welcoming all the new students into the Academy, into the great atmosphere and the great school that we've created here and built in order to shape the children's future in the best way that we possibly can.